One of the most eye-opening things that you can do, though, is to see the people in your life as harmonizing with the types of experiences that you want. And this really helps in terms of a falling out in a particular relationship in your life, whether it's love, someone's ghosting you, maybe you went on one date with them, or maybe it's your sister who is mad at you for some unfair thing and she isn't talking to you, or she's being really cruel. We want to heal a particular relationship. Like, I'm sure that there's a relationship right now in your life that is frustrating you, that is causing you pain, that isn't working, that you would like to have be made better. Maybe you want an apology from this person. Okay. When this person comes to mind, what is the first thing that you imagine? If we're not coming from a mindful place, the first thing we usually imagine is the problem. For example, being ghosted. For example, the argument that happened with your sister. For example, the fact that clients keep rejecting you. They don't want to pay you. They say you're not worth it. Like, you're going to fixate on the problem, on the lack. That's where we go to first. In order to manifest the outcome you want, it's important to omit the reinforcement of the behavior you don't want, and to somehow come from a place of seeing this person as actually being able to be in harmony with the thing that you do want. So your sister, you've had this falling out. It's just an example, but it's a family relationship or relationship of any kind. You've had a falling out. Instead of envisioning this person as being glad about the falling out, wanting nothing to do with you, not wanting to make it better, instead, when this person comes to mind, we don't actively try to think of this person, for example, your sister. I don't even know if you have a sister, it's just an example. But we don't reinforce this idea that they're glad of how things are. Like, if you're not glad of how things are and you want it to change, wouldn't it stand to reason that this person could also? As human beings, like, we long for contentment, for peace, for harmony, for reconciliation, for love, for healing. Those are the things we want. So why would this person be glad that things were in error? Why would they be glad that there's an argument? Why would they be glad at unresolved conflict? So I want you to, when this person comes to mind, seeing this person as also desiring this harmonious resolution. So it's not that they're glad that they are ignoring you, or that they haven't apologized to you, or that you're no longer in their life. Instead of seeing yourself as like this annoying figure in their life and they're glad to be done with you, we want to focus on this idea of being missed. Like, if you think that they're in some way glad that you're gone, well, then that's like you have a really low idea of yourself. And that's a key indicator to work on your self-concept. Like, you're valuable. You're occupying this earth, this beautiful, wonderful place that we live in. You are a unique expression of God, of source energy, of love. You have unique components to your personality, to who you are. You are a miracle. So why would this person be glad that you were no longer in their life? A simple shift in saying, well, they could be missing me too. And then the key to it is not taking any action. You take all of the action from within. Trust me, inspired action, you may have heard this term, is not getting the inspiration to send them a letter in the mail, to suddenly send your sister a gift, like she's going to somehow decide to renew your connection because you got inspired to send her a gift. Inspired action is not anything on the external. Like, manifestation is all internal. So why would inspired action have anything to do with the 3D, with sort of messing with the middle? Like, that wouldn't make sense. Inspired action is more like an inspiration within yourself to connect to your best life ever, because every single component of your life is in fact connected. So inspired action is always going to be you being inspired to live your best life ever, doing a particular thing that somehow ends up connecting to the very thing that you wanted. Inspired action is never going to be suddenly getting inspired to send someone a note that is ignoring you, or reminding someone of how they hurt you so they'll give you an apology, or begging a job recruiter to hire you. That is not inspired action. So really getting in touch with this idea that everything is mental, everything is from within, everything is you. So everything on the external is an extension of the internal. So everything happens from within. I think that if you haven't manifested something yet, and again, I stress yet, and you're wondering what you're doing wrong, it was that you're failing to realize that everything is from within. Everything is mental. Everything comes from you. So there's no reaching out. Like if you're trying to manifest love. And a lot of times I hear, when do I stop manifesting and decide to contact them again? No, you don't. And if you just gasped like, well, then they're never going to contact me. Well, then that's a perfect key indication of your self-concept sucks. And you're never going to manifest what you want until you adjust that self-concept to be someone who is unforgettable, amazing, irresistible, all of those things. Now, maybe those were kind of exaggerated, but the trick is that in order to experience something that you want, the kind of lifestyle that you want, you have to be a vibrational match to it. And a vibrational match to it, that sounds really fancy and really kind of confusing. But it's really easy. It's your self-concept. It's what you think you can have in life. It's what you think you are worth in life, what you deserve in life, what you can have. So it's not that you're not taking any action at all. And this is where it does get a little confusing, because I did say it all happens from within. But for example, if you're trying to be a success in business, that doesn't mean you just sit at home and watch TV. You have to do things that are in line, sort of constructive and harmonious, without messing with the middle. So if you were trying to manifest success in business, you would do the things you felt inspired to do to share your talents with the world, your creativity, what you want to be compensated for. If you were trying to manifest love, you would take good care of yourself. You would take good care of your home, because manifesting a partner, you share your home with them. So you would sort of prepare your space and your physical well-being and sort of get to a place of confidence where you're really feeling whole and complete as a person, so that you can then, in fact, manifest your perfect equal. Someone who is also whole and complete. You don't want to manifest someone who is broken or codependent. Like, those types of relationships never work. So you want to work on confidence levels. In fact, in terms of business too, that also has to do with confidence levels. Even improving your physical self, that is, again, confidence levels. So seeing yourself in a way where you take care of your well-being, your mental state too, like how you talk to yourself in your mind, your self-talk. That is something that you can change. So you're making these changes that are within, that make sense, that are not pushing, forcing, messing with the middle. If you're confused about what is messing with the middle and what isn't, I'm always here for you. dreamlifebyveronica.com. I'm happy to personally help you. I've had years of work on myself, on my life, and I know what works and what doesn't work. And I know it gets confusing because lots of different people say lots of different things, but I will give you the best advice possible, and that is to always listen to yourself. If someone is giving you advice, even if it's me, like, don't just blindly follow anything that I say. Does it make sense to you? Does this particular bit of advice make you feel better, make you feel more at one with that creative flow within you? Do you feel energized? Do you feel excited to wake up in the morning? You'll know it's working if these key indicators are coming up. And, watch whatever videos you want. There's plenty of people giving manifesting advice, but listen to what makes sense to you, and that will always be the right answer. So it's really not complicated. Like, manifesting should never exhaust you. It should never deplete you. It should never monopolize your life. It should go hand in hand with your life. It should be a facet of your life. That is a new way of living through mindfulness. It should not be something that you do and then you go back to your other life. It's never going to work if you keep it separate. It has to be as a whole. That's really all it is. Enroll in my free 10-day Manifesting Miracles course, studywithveronica.com, personal mentorship there as well. Subscribe for all the tips, tricks, and hacks you need to live your best life ever. And I'm wishing you all the miracles in the world. You deserve it.